Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is your host Thomas Tyree from On the Hot Podcast. Today, I have some bonus content for you guys. The bonus content we'll be covering today will be in the sport of baseball inside the MLB world. And today, I'll be sharing my thoughts on the Yankees trading for Juan Soto. So, the biggest blockbuster trade that has transpired during the MLB offseason has officially arrived. Just a few days ago, we saw the big trade between the New York Yankees and the San Diego Padres. We saw the Padres trade away their star player Juan Soto and outfielder Trent Grisham to the New York Yankees. In exchange, the New York Yankees in return traded away a total of 5 players to get Juan Soto and Trent Grisham a part of their organization. The Yankees traded pitcher Michael King, top pitching prospect Drew Thorpe, right-hand pitcher Brito, and Randy Vasquez, and catcher Kyle Chikoka. If I said that last name wrong, I apologize. I didn't even know this catcher was a part of the New York Yankees franchise, so just learned his name. But nonetheless, it was a total of 7 players traded to a part of this big-time blockbuster trade that transpired in the MLB offseason. So I'll be sharing my thoughts on the San Diego Padres trading away Juan Soto. Let's just call it what it is. Let's call a spade and call it what it is. The San Diego Padres, I feel like they missed the opportunity, a great opportunity in the making when they traded for Juan Soto in the summer of 2022, trading with the Washington Nationals when they aligned themselves, having Juan Soto, Manny Machado, and Fernando Tatis Jr. all on the same roster. I feel like it was a missed opportunity of winning a World Series together with having those 3 caliber players in a part of the lineup and a part of the organization. I feel like the Padres fumbled their bag, fumbled the opportunity of winning a World Series with those 3 respective players on the team. They were coming up, then this past MLB season, in my eyes, the Padres were the most disappointing team throughout baseball. Their lineup was phenomenal. They were supposed to go on a deep playoff run, potentially go back to the National Championship Series, something that they were a part of just a year ago when they came up short against the Phillies. But to me, they had one of the best lineups in baseball. They came up short this year, coming off a disappointing season. And I felt like the big 3 in San Diego didn't live up to their full potential. These 3 talented players never won a title together, only being together for a total of 1 season. I just feel like now when you look at that big blockbuster trade between the Nationals and the Padres, looking back at it, you have to say the Nationals won this trade. They got guys like C.J. Abrams at shortstop. They got Mackenzie Gore at pitching to help with their young rebuild. And it just seems like the Padres went all in on Juan Soto just to trade him away a year later, not winning a World Series with those 3 big-time superstars on the roster. To me, that's a big letdown for the Padres. But looking at their roster after this trade, after they traded Juan Soto away to the New York Yankees, I'm looking at them. They did rebuild their pitching rotation, and that's something that was a big problem and a big hole for their roster to fix during this MLB offseason. They did that. With this trade, they got a lot of pitching in this return for the trade for Juan Soto. The pitching rotation is going to be looking really sharp, I think, in the next year or so. Michael King was a pretty good pitcher for the New York Yankees. Really found his stride at the end of the MLB regular season. It looks like he could be a starter for the Padres moving forward. I saw a lot of good things out of him in the final games that he had with the New York Yankees. So I think Michael King is going to be a great pitcher for them as well. They also have the prospect Drew Thorpe. Drew Thorpe is one of the best pitching prospects in the minor leagues as we speak today. Drew Thorpe's, if you go back and look at his highlights from AA this past MLB season, the man was playing phenomenal. I don't know how long it's going to take for them to pull up Drew Thorpe. Maybe he gets pulled up early in this upcoming MLB season, but that man was amazing on the mound. To me, one of the best pitching prospects in baseball today. So they did clean up their pitching, but man, Juan Soto's presence is going to be missed on the offensive side of the ball when they're hitting the ball. Padres are definitely going to miss that young guy, one of the best young players in the MLB today. But that moves me on to the New York Yankees. My thoughts on the Yankees trading for Juan Soto. Home run hit for the New York Yankees, getting a caliber player like Juan Soto. Biggest trade to me in the MLB since we've seen Stanton coming out of his MVP years back when he was a part of the Miami Marlins, and he was traded to the New York Yankees when he aligned himself up with Aaron Judge back in 2018. That's how big of a trade this is for getting Juan Soto to the New York Yankees. I think that's the biggest trade in baseball since then. Juan Soto has so much potential to be the next face of the MLB. He's only 25 years of age. He's already has 160 home runs. He has a total of 483 career RBIs, and he's a former world champion, helping the Washington Nationals win a world title back in the 2019 MLB season. And the Yankees addressed their outfield issues this MLB offseason, traded for Juan Soto and traded for Vertigo from the Red Sox. So the outfield problem is definitely going to be fixed for this upcoming MLB season for the Yankees. This lineup is phenomenal. Definitely has to be the best lineup heading into this upcoming MLB season. They have DJ LeMahieu, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Anthony Rizzo. You have Stanton as a designated hitter. You have Alex Vertigo. You have Gleyber Torres, Austin Wells, and Anthony Volpe. There's no excuses for the New York Yankees not to go on a deep playoff run. Hell, not even win a World Series this year. They got to do it this year with this star-studded lineup that they have. No excuses this year for the New York Yankees. Now, the big question mark in this is Juan Soto. Juan Soto, he is coming to the New York Yankees, and I'm happy about that. However, there is a chance that he could be a rental. And he is set to be an MLB free agent around this time next year and the MLB offseason in 2024. I do expect Juan Soto to test the market because he's already been traded twice in his MLB career. Obviously being traded to the Nationals, starting with the Nationals, traded to the Padres, then just a year and some change later, he was traded to the New York Yankees. So I do believe a young, talented player will test his ability in free agency, potentially pick where he wants to go instead of franchises picking where he goes next. So I wouldn't be surprised if Juan Soto tests free agency next year around this time. And potentially leaves the New York Yankees because he does deserve to get his big contract. He does deserve these things. So I'm going to enjoy every second that the New York Yankees have Juan Soto. He's definitely been one of my favorite players. Obviously, you guys know I'm a Nationals fan as well. So he's definitely been one of my favorite players since he's broke onto the scene in the MLB. So happy. Man, the Yankees have to live up to the hype. It's do or die. It's World Series or bust really this year for them with that star-studded lineup I just said. But those are my thoughts on the Yankees and the Padres blockbuster trade. That is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode.